This is my playthrough of Dragon Age Origins. I'm going to be starting a new game here. Okay. As you can see, I have multiple DLCs, but we're just playing regular Origins for now. Lovely loading screen. And so is the Golden City blackened with each step you take in my hall. Marvel at its perfection, for it is fleeting. You have brought sin to heaven and doom upon all the world. Kind of grim. Kind of grim. Not terrible, though.
The Chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the dawn into our world.
The dawn? The
The
dawn?
mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead, they destroyed it.
What'd they do that for? Seriously, some people.
They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption.
Again, why are they doing this?
They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn.
Oh my gosh. That peacock feather just turned into a man.
They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless.
Okay, that's it. Story's over. They win. They're unstoppable.
The Dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the Darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation.
Well, doesn't that suck? Seriously, this guy just nearly died, and they're picking him up to fight again. Ooh, like Gondor or something. Except as I remember it, Gondor put up a better fight.
The Grey Wardens came. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness.
Just to stem it.
And prevail.
Not to stop it, just... Oh, that was a close call. Typical dwarven behavior. Game does not have anything that has not been seen before. JK. It's actually a pretty good game. One of my favorites.
It has been 4 centuries since that victory.
4 centuries?
We have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten. We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long.
Well, I don't think they've been ignored long enough. Oh yeah, badass. Doesn't even draw his own weapon, uses their weapon against them.
It may even be too late. For I have seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon.
Yeah, it's called the Horizon. And Thunderclouds.
Maker, help us all.
Now, for the amazing character customization, you can be a male or a female. Oh my gosh, so amazing. Now you can be a human, an elf, or a dwarf. Dwarves are seclusive, elves are like, I don't know, prejudiced against. They're like, humans are racist towards elves. Most of them. So I'm gonna be a human. Be a warrior, mage, or rogue. Been playing Skyrim sort of rogue-like, so I'm gonna choose a rogue. Yeah. Or I chose a rogue. Okay, and choosing a human, you can either be a noble if you're a rogue or a warrior, or if you choose to be a mage, you get to go to the mage's tower. Those are the only options if you're a human. There are more options if you're an elf or a dwarf. right? Now for my name. Names are the most important part. Now, I was going to start it with an M, but then I was like, nah, I want to do it something YouTube related. So then I was going to be like Xanoff, like my gamer tag, and then I was like, no, I've already done a Xanoff. Then I was like, what's my YouTube name? Nerdy Xanoff. So I'm like, NZ. Yep. Gosh, it's cold in my room.
Greetings.
Okay, now here I couldn't figure out how to change the presets. I thought I could just press over. That didn't work. I didn't realize that that glowing A meant I had to click it. I thought I could just wing it. Lovely beard. Oh yeah, I love this mustache. And he's got like dark hair, so it's like very human, I guess. So I think I'm gonna go with it. I'm kind of loving the mustache. Very, very not like me. I want to grow a mustache like that one day. And now I just want to change my voice. I can't find my voice, but I want to change it. Nope, wrong button.
I have lost concentration.
Well, that sounds bad.
How do you do?
Pretty good.
Greetings.
Greetings.
Greetings. Charmed, I'm sure. Greetings.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with cocky
How do you do?
voice
Greetings.
because
How do you do?
I felt like it. Gosh, it's cold in my room. Now to assign points. You know, I'm being a rogue here, so I'm gonna go with some dexterity, and some cunning, because I need cunning to like lockpick stuff. And I was thinking constitution, nah. Strength, nah. Well, I was gonna do strength, but then I was like, forget it. I'm just gonna assign more to dexterity. Actually, no, to cunning. And then here's like some perks. Pretty much they're useless for the most part, except for the combat training. And if you do side quests, you need some of these perks. Nothing important. So yeah, I decided to go with stealing, so I could steal, because I'm a rogue. Makes sense. I was gonna be an archer, and then I thought about it. Specializations, there's like one that favors archery, so I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna use dual weapons. You know, classic rogue stuff. Not going with the archery. But I think I want to be a reaver. If you don't want me to be a reaver, then I'll go not be a reaver. Gonna do it on normal. I generally play on casual, but I felt like doing this on normal, so yeah. Loading screen. Love these. I love loading screens. JK. Gosh, it really is
For
cold in my room.
generations, your family, the Kuzlans, has stewarded the lands of Highever, earning the loyalty of your people
That kid
with
is
justice
in like
and
lots of
temperance.
danger. I'm serious. There's like no way down from there.
When your country was occupied by the Orlesian Empire, your father and grandfather served the embattled kings of your land. Today, your elder brother takes up House Kuzlan's banner in service to the crown.
Why's
Not
doing that?
against the men of Orlais, but against the bestial Darkspawn rising in the south.
Yeah, so, you know, right from
I
the start.
trust then that your troops will be here
In
shortly.
the south. That's
I
where the
expect they
Darkspawn
will
are.
start arriving tonight,
Oh,
and we can
what the hell
march
was that?
tomorrow. I apologize for the delay, my lord. This is entirely my fault.
No,
Yes,
no.
yes.
The appearance of the Darkspawn in the south has us all scrambling, doesn't it? I only received the call from the king a few days ago myself. I'll send my eldest off with my men. You and I will ride tomorrow just like the old days.
True. Though we both had less grey in our hair then.
Ah, ha, ha,
And we
ha, ha.
fought Orlesians, not monsters.
At least the smell will be the same. I'm sorry, Papa, I didn't see you there. Hal, you remember my son?
No, he doesn't.
I see he's grown into a fine young man. Pleased to see
I'm a
you
young
again,
man
lad.
with a mustache like that. And I forget what I said. Oh yeah, why was I
Since your
brought here?
brother is leading our forces south and I'm going with the Owl, I'm leaving you in charge of the castle.
Is that really necessary?
This is no needless task. I ask you to take a great responsibility. Only a token force is remaining here, and you must keep peace in the region. You know what they say about mice when the cat is away, yes? There's also someone you must meet. Please, show Duncan in.
Show Duncan? Dude, that guy totally did a Hitler salute.
It is an honor to be a guest within your hall, Tyrn Cousland.
Your lordship,
Yeah,
you
we're
didn't
not
mention that a
using this
Grey
game.
Warden would be present.
Duncan
But
arrived
instead
just
of
recently,
Jews, we burn
unannounced.
elves.
Is there a problem?
Of course not. But a...
We rarely have the pleasure of seeing one in person, that's true. Pup, Brother Aldous taught you who the Grey Wardens are, I hope.
There's some small group and no longer important, clearly.
I apologize, Duncan. That Aldous has nerve teaching my children such slanderous nonsense.
I take no offense. The Grey Wardens are not what we once were.
I'll not have the Wardens spoken ill of in my household.
Why not?
Without them, the Darkspawn would have killed us all in the first blight.
Nonsense.
You are the only
wouldn't
reason
have
men
been
still
alive.
live in Thedas. Duncan is looking for recruits before joining us and his fellow Wardens in the south. I believe he's got his eye on Sir Gilmore.
If I might be so bold,
No.
I would suggest that your son is also an excellent candidate.
Nah,
Honor though that might be, this is one of my sons we're talking about.
with an amazing mustache. Is there a reason I
You
shouldn't
did
join
just
them?
finish saying that Grey Wardens are heroes, old friend.
Not so many children that I'll gladly see them all off to battle. Unless you intend to invoke the right of conscription.
Have no fear. While we need as many good recruits as we can find, I've no intention of forcing the issue.
Pup, can you ensure that Duncan's requests are seen to while I'm gone?
Don't strain my abilities or anything.
And don't strain my patience. In the meantime, find Fergus and tell him to lead the troops to Ostagar ahead of me.
Fergus. Are you trying to get rid of me? Ugh.
We must discuss the battle plans in the south. Be a good lad and do as I've asked.
No.
We'll talk soon.
No, we won't. And saving. See you tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow. See you later, folks. I will be making another video. Let me know any decisions you'd like me to make and any comments you have. That is all.